This is Heather Clark here with Running Totally Free. If you haven't been here before, welcome to our channel and welcome to my home. This video vlog is supposed to be an update for our cash envelope system. Financial Peace University, we took that in January of 2016, and we have now looked at our budget and updated it for 2017. My husband, Michael, who's here at Running Totally Free sometimes, he recently was promoted, and so we also are adjusting our envelopes due to that increase in income. So I thought, just to make things simple, that for this vlog I would just show you what our categories are. Some of them are repeats from last year. Some of them are new categories that after having a year of living on the cash envelope system, we discovered that we had some new categories that we needed to create. And then we had to make some adjustments in how much money was in some other categories. It was a really good learning experience. Having a year's worth under our belt. And what we found, just as like a quick, tip, that we found last year that we needed to make new categories because we were just cheating. Needing, like for instance, our doctor visits and our medication were like the same. I think they were the same envelope, and we ended up going to the doctor a lot more and needing medication a lot more. So we'd have to use from other categories, or, it just was a mess. So that's an example of what I mean. So sometimes you just have to be real with yourself and say, we are going to spend this money, so we need to make a category for this and just figure out how to make it happen. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you my container for my envelopes, which has gotten bigger. Also, I got some new envelopes that you're going to see in just a second that are all kinds of designs and patterns. I got them from Staples. If you remember last year, if you followed us, I was using these envelopes, which are awesome. These I purchased at Dollar Tree. I was going to say Dollar General, but it's Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree has not carried them. I mean, for, maybe 8 months, they haven't carried them. I've looked at all the Dollar Trees in our area. So those were 2 for $1. I will say that they frayed on the edges sometimes, and you can see this one's in pretty good condition, but there's it wants to crack. So though this was a little bit more, these envelopes were... they are more, sturdy. And what's cool about these is they have a pocket in the back, and that's where I have, let me show you. For example, in our pocket, I have the category. So for example, we got a protein category because Michael drinks protein shakes. And then week 1 means our first paycheck of the month, and week 2 means our second paycheck of the month. So Michael gets paid twice a month. And so that tells us what we need to take out once that paycheck gets deposited. So in that little, pocket, that tells me what category it is and how much I need to take out. Okay, so here are our categories for 2017 so far. They're not in any particular order. So I'm sharing this with you because I'm hoping that it'll inspire you to... help, maybe I shouldn't say inspire, give you ideas as to what your category should be for your family. Every family's different, but we do have some similarities, so hopefully this will help. All right, so you saw this category, protein. We have office supplies. This is a new one. We learned that we needed, like for school supplies and then just regular activities like crafts and printing up coupons, things like that. We really needed a separate envelope for that. Next one is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is really part of groceries in a sense because a lot of times it covers when we go over like in household goods. So maybe we need batteries, maybe we need napkins. Lately we were down on plates and we were down on cups, and so that helped replace those. So that's our miscellaneous category. The next one is house repairs. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Next one is, okay, Dave Ramsey does encourage couples to have their own blow money. So this is Heather's blow money. And okay, next one is vacation. Thanks to our friends, we are able to use their condo at a beach, but so we don't have to pay for that. We just pay for the house cleaning, and we always get them a gift. And and we pay for other minor things, but mostly we use our grocery money and a little extra gas, and then we do maybe just a couple activities. So that's vacation. The next one is running gear. And that one, Michael and I and Noah and Abby are runners. And that one covers like for shoes, because our running shoes are really expensive. A neighbor who works at the Nike outlet graciously allowed us to use her discount, and then like a friends and family discount. So we were able to do really well on shoes last year. So we're really grateful to Terry. Okay, here's lawn. We pay Noah to mow the lawn, and then we also are trying to invest in keeping it up, killing weeds, and we have fire ants in Georgia, so those kinds of things get paid with that. Date night, we need some time together, so we've got that one. We have Michael's blow money. We have, what else here? Groceries. And within groceries for us, it's not really just groceries. It's also diapers, wipes, and trying to think what else. I feel like there's one other thing. I think that's it. But yeah, those things are covered in there. Let's see, next thing, doctor visits. This is a new envelope because, like I said earlier, we realized we were going to the doctor a lot more than we thought, and we just needed to realize that. We also have toiletries and household, and that covers, it's pretty self-explanatory too, I guess, but the household part usually means like cleaning products like laundry detergent and spray like OxyClean, the ingredients to make homemade cleaner, I don't know, paper towels. I do use washcloths, rags, but occasionally they're all still in the washer, so I like to have paper towels on hand just as an emergency. Okay, oil and repairs for the car, gas money, medication, homeschool conference. We homeschool our family, if you didn't know that. And I'm going to be going to a homeschool conference hopefully this year. If not this year, then next year. And it's really getting important because our oldest son is going to be an 8th grader next year. And so we're closing in on high school, and I need some direction in that sense. Okay. The next one is gifts, but honestly, it's not just gifts. It's like Christmas. I've really had to break this one down. Let's see here. It's birthdays. It's birthday parties, just a little bit of money to cover like home birthday parties. It's also like candy for Valentine's Day, candy for Easter. What else? Our anniversary, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter dinner. So we usually get like a ham or something. And then it's Christmas gifts. It's cards for the year to send to people. We don't send gifts anymore to anyone, but we're trying to send cards and be more thoughtful. And I feel like there might be one other category there, but I hope that helps you, that kind of breaks it down. Next thing is clothing. So clothing is also broken down. I've got envelopes for each of the children, and then Michael, and then myself. And that one's been a tough one because Michael has needed a new wardrobe for work, and things just get worn out. His shoes, I don't know, just working in the kitchen at work and all the walking around he does really wears on his shoes, and it's really hard to find nice looking work shoes that have soles that are strong. So anyway, it's basically in a sense a uniform, and everybody who goes to a place to work, you have to have certain clothes. So we realized that was a little more expensive than what we had accounted for. And also, what was a surprise was that Noah's going to be here in like adult men's clothes, and I'm a big consignment store shopper, and there is just not the selection at all for his age. I had to buy a lot of brand new shoes for him this past fall, so we went to Walmart and tried to find nice looking things but affordable, and it was a much bigger chunk of money than I had accounted for or even expected. So we had to increase our clothing distribution for all the kids. Okay, next one, school supplies. We have to buy our curriculum, obviously. So this covers books and, workbooks and, that kind of thing, whatever comes up school-wise. Okay, there's makeup for me. We realized that with all like the toiletries that have to be covered for the family, that it still wasn't enough to cover makeup for me. I don't use a lot of makeup or expensive makeup, and a friend of ours has graciously given me a lot of free makeup through the company that she works for, but there's still things I need to pay for, and I don't want to just assume that she's going to give me things. It's just out of the kindness of her heart. So I needed to have a little bit of money for that. Okay, next one is firewood. That's pretty self-explanatory. HOA, we have to pay our HOA fees. Thankfully, if you followed us, we own another home in another neighborhood the home we used to live in, and thankfully now that we have renters, because if we didn't have renters, this wouldn't work. That helps cover the HOA fees for that neighborhood, but we also have to pay for the HOA fees here in this neighborhood that we live in currently. Okay, trash and pest control, hair care, and there's hair care. This is for Michael and the kids, and then we put some in Heather's hair envelope. Okay, we decided to have a field trips, not very much, but a field trips envelope, because we went nowhere last year, partly because we didn't own a car. We only had one car, which we shared with Michael most of last year. So I really was itching to get the kids out to some educational field trips. We're still doing, like this past month, we went somewhere that was free. And this month we're going to go somewhere like Target. There's Target Free Tuesdays at the Atlanta Children's Museum, so we'll take that up. But then the third on March, the third month, we're going to go to the, what is it called? Oh, I can't think of the name of it. It's a science museum in Cartersville, and that's going to cost quite a bit, like $34, I think. So we have to save up for that. But I think it's going to be a really cool experience. Okay, dry cleaning for Michael's clothes and anything else that comes up. A little bit of kids entertainment, because like yesterday, Noah and I went on a date. So we went to Starbucks together, and we didn't get much, but it was still time for us to be together and talk about what's important to him. And it's really important to us to have that time with our kids. So we really felt that was an important way to spend our money. So that's for that. And then this really isn't its own category. I actually just take money from groceries and I put it in this. It says diapers from grocery. All right, so that's our envelopes. If you have any questions about that, please comment below, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have as best as I can. Also, if you have a request for something else in that theme, I guess, that you want to talk about, I'd be happy to. The other thing that's new this year, I had a very hard time this year coming up with amounts to designate for each envelope. So what I decided to do this year to help us in 2018 was to have envelopes where I keep receipts. That might seem ridiculous, but I think it will give me a much better idea next year to become more accurate in how much money we set aside in each envelope. So all those categories, all those envelopes I just mentioned, they each have their own envelope. And then in the envelope, I have an index card where, this one doesn't have it, where I write, like, say I didn't get, say a receipt was shared, you know, amongst categories, then on the index card, in the envelope that doesn't get the receipt, I can just write it down. So for instance, no, I didn't write on that one either. I was hoping to get you something as an example. Yeah, here we go. Heather's blow money. So I wrote on here, on the index card, I wrote date with Noah, $2 for, I think it was like an iced tea at Starbucks, and date with Gabe, $1. I had a coupon for Dunkin' Donuts. So because I didn't have that also had the money that we used for kids' entertainment, I had to put that in the kids' entertainment envelope. So I wrote down what I spent on that index card. I hope that makes sense. So I don't want to go too long in this video because I know people have places to go and things to see. But that there is kind of a quick summary of how we have updated our cash envelope system. And just let me know if there's anything I'm missing here. And thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, please subscribe below or give us a thumbs up or both. And follow along with us on our financial peace journey. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.